Aditya, same question for you. Tell me anything that you understood related to the air conditioner.
Yeah, regarding the air conditioner,
Mhm.
one moment. Can I open up my notes and take the help?
Will you be doing the same thing when you are talking to a customer? If you want to refer to the pricing, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
But
this is the pricing. Yeah, I've taken a photo of that product and customer charge. Only that one.
okay, go for it.
Mm, yeah. So if the customer is using a traditional gas heater, like the ducted gas heater, so if we are replacing, we can tell the customer to replace it with a multi air conditioner. I'm getting so confused about this air conditioners. Seriously.
Why you were not saying anything when I asked if anyone is confused or clear? Seriously, guys. Okay, I'll just talk about this will be the last time that I'll be talking about the air conditioner, so pay attention. Okay? Now,
Yes.
let's assume that you are pitching the air conditioner to the customer. So the first thing that you will ask is, obviously we will first have to confirm that customer has an eligible system, right? Then only we can replace it with the air conditioner. So, Mr. Customer, may I know if you are using any heating or cooling device in your property, or heating or cooling system in your house? Do you have any heating or cooling system installed in your property or in your house? First and foremost question we will ask this. Customer says, yes, I do have a heater, then good. That is your chance to go ahead and pitch the air conditioner. If they say yes, I have a cooling system, confirm again, because customer if customer have a cooling system for coolers, we can't replace, right? So confirm again. So you have a cooling device. So you just have the coolers. You just have the coolers, for cooling purpose. You don't have any system for heating up the room, or you don't have any heaters. Confirm again. If customer said no, I don't have any heaters, then we can't help it. We have to um, try pitching for the hot water system. But if customer says yes, I have heaters or I am using heaters, your immediate question would be that, after acknowledging, of course, that's brilliant, or that's wonderful, whatever you guys are comfortable with. Like, but the point is acknowledge customer's response. So when we acknowledge the customer response, when do we? I mean, how do we acknowledge that? You guys already know. I don't need to teach you guys on that. So that's brilliant, Mr. Customer. You have a heater. Well, we are replacing those heaters with energy efficient air conditioners, which will provide you both heating and cooling um, system. Right. So I would like to discuss, further about this. And to do that, I need to understand what kind of heaters you are using. Is it gas or electric? First point, check if customer have heaters or not. Once that is checked, you move on to the next question. What kind of heater they are using? Is it gas or electric heater? After confirming that, what type of heaters they have, move on to the next question. Is that a ducted or non-ducted system? Right? All these questions we are not asking just for the sake of it. Based on all this information, based on all these questions, we are going to offer them the right product. Without confirming, without knowing what system customer currently have, you cannot blindly go ahead and offer them the products that we are offering. because we have 3 different pricings available for the customer. Now, in order to provide them the right amount, the right quotation, we need to first confirm or understand what kind of system customer have. Okay, so first check if customer have any eligible system, which is the heater. If customer have heaters, check what kind of heater they're using. Is it gas or electric? Once that is checked, you move on to ask, is it ducted or non-ducted? And once that question is asked, once you get the information about that, depending on the customer's current system or responses, you move on to ask further question. So we'll go step after step. If customers say, I have gas heaters or electric heaters, next question is ducted or non-ducted. Now from here, we will be splitting into 2 different questions here. If customers say it's ducted one and they have a gas, right? Gas ducted heater, that's what customer have. Okay, gas ducted heater, that's the system customer have. In this case, you tell them that we have 2 type of air conditioners. We are offering 2 type of air conditioners. One is the multi-split air conditioner where the air conditioners will be installed individually in each rooms. The air conditioner, the split system air conditioner will be installed on the wall in each room. Okay, and the other type of air conditioner we have is the reverse cycle central electric system. So it's more or less like the ducted system you currently have in your home. Okay, so you let the customer, after getting to understand what kind of system customer have, next thing you will do is you will provide the information about our air conditioner, about our product. Okay, because when you are talking about our product, you let them know about both the products, because like I said in the previous day, irrespective of what kind of system customer have, it's we go with the customer preference, whatever system they want to install. Okay, so in order for them to choose, or in order for them to decide which type of air conditioner they want to install, we will provide both the product information we have, both the air conditioner system we have. Okay, so if customers say, yes, I've got gas ducted heater, that's brilliant. Now, I would like to let you know, about the air conditioner, the type of air conditioner we are installing or we are replacing for the heaters. So what we have is a multi-split air conditioner system. You guys able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So talk about the 2 types of air conditioners we have. So Mr. Customer, we have the multi-split air conditioner system where the air conditioner will be installed individually in each of the rooms. Okay, and the other air conditioner system we have is the reverse cycle central electric system. It's the centralized air conditioner. It's it's more or less like the ducted system which you are currently using for the heater. So which system would you like to prefer? Which air conditioner system would you like to install? You can always ask this. Also, while talking about our product, do let the customer know that we have these two types of air conditioner system. Both the system have different pricing. Okay, let the customer know that it has different pricing. But what I need to understand, but what I need to hear from you is, we have these two systems. So which one would you prefer to go with? Depending on that, I will let you know the pricing and the details of it. Okay, is this till this part? It's clear to all of you.
Yes.
Anuradha, are you following?
Yes. Yeah.
Aditya, any questions so far? Or still confused?
Lozano, like,
Mm-hmm.
just for instance, just for example, just to clear my
Mm-hmm.
confusion, the
Yes.
will the customer like might he be having like any separate system for heating and cooling? Like, just a doubt.
Um, Sorry, I didn't get that. Do we have separate system for cooling and heating? Is that what? So, can you repeat the question?
Um, so, can the customer have both heating and cooling devices? Like, for just for example, can a customer have ducted heating for his house along with air conditioner?
They're going to get that. I mean, right now, what customer have is only the system that customer have right now is uh, giving them only one function, which is the heating, the heater. They can
Okay,
only use the heater, right?
okay,
That's what customer have right now.
mhm.
And the
Okay,
one we are offering is for both the functions. Air conditioner have both. Remember the first time I asked what kind of AC you have at home, what kind of functions does your AC, gives you, right?
right,
So
right,
yeah, so the irrespective of what system we have, be it the split system or the reverse cycle, both the system will give the customer both heating and cooling device.
right,
Because
right.
yeah, so customer, that is the benefits, of the air conditioner we are giving it to the customer. Mr. Customer, right now you have a device, you have a system which only provides heating, but the air conditioner we're going to provide you will give you both heating and cooling as well.
Okay. So he can have a gas heater or an electric heater. So we can pitch him to get it replaced to a split air conditioner or a centralized air conditioner.
That's right.
Okay, okay. Um,
Lozano, I'm so sorry to
Yes.
interrupt. Just give me 2-3 minutes, okay? I'll be
Okay,
back in 2-3 minutes.
sure. So all clear, Aditya? Now it's clear, right?
yes, yes,
Okay. So
yes.
whether they have electric or gas heaters, that's absolutely fine. We are only asking that question because if customer wants to install the reverse cycle, we have different pricing for that, right? One is the $6,000 and the other one is the $3,000.
Right. Well,
And
just one last question. Sorry to
mm-hmm,
interrupt you. If
sure.
on the call the customer says, I'll ask the customer what kind of heating or cooling devices that you have. So if he answers that he already has a split air conditioner or a reverse cycle air conditioner, then he's not
Mhm.
eligible for us, right?
That's right.
Okay.
If they say they have air conditioner, just to be on the safer side, um confirm with customer that so the system you have, it provides you both heating and cooling function, right? Just confirm with customer. Like I
Okay.
said just now, a few minutes back, some
Right,
customers
right.
said we have a reverse cycle, but you know uh, it
Provides only heating.
yeah, it could be the heater. it could be the ducted system they're referring to as a reverse cycle, and then it could only be the heater. So just to make sure, just to confirm that yes, customer have air conditioner, we can always ask this question. So it does provide you both heating and cooling, right? If customer say yes, then it's 100% confirmed the customer have air conditioner, and we cannot replace air conditioner to air conditioner.
Good. I'm good here. I got my.
Okay. All right. So after providing, back to my discussion, back to my explanation, after providing the customer what kind of products we have, we are we are offering to the customer the two types of air conditioner. So after letting them know that we have this air conditioner systems available, the pricing also, the pricing also differs on what type of air conditioner you would like to install. So you're giving the options to customer which one they would like to go for. Now, when you're giving the options, of course, you need to explain a little bit to the customer how those system will work. So if we talk about the multi-split air conditioner, you just have to let the customer know that the air conditioner will be installing in each of the room individually. Okay, and for the reverse cycle, it's centralized. So, but then it will only be connected to those rooms where you want the AC to be installed. Okay, so after telling them that, ask the customer for how many rooms are you looking for installing the AC. Now, asking this question will also help you determine which air conditioner system to offer the customer and what price to quote to the customer. After doing this, after asking this, if customers say, well, we have 5 rooms, but I think I'll install the air conditioner for only 3 rooms. Okay, if they say 3 rooms, all right. So would you like to go for the multi-split air conditioner, since you don't want to install the air conditioner in all the rooms, you just want it in 3 rooms. So I would suggest that you go for the multi-split air conditioner. So only 3 heads or 3 air conditioners will be installed in the rooms that you want it to be installed, and this will cost you $3,000 plus GST in total, because each air conditioner for each room, it's going to cost you it will cost you $1,000 plus GST. Okay, is that clear? Um, if they say if they ask you about the reverse cycle, you ask them how many vents or how many ducts do you have you installed currently. Now they will talk about the reverse cycle. Now it's also possible that customer have a non-ducted system, but they want to get the centralized one. So in this case, you have to tell the customer for installing this reverse cycle central system, it will cost you $6,000 plus GST, wherein we can provide 8 vents. Am I making sense to anyone here? Let me see
Yes.
if I can. This Q&A page, everyone have access to it, right? Everyone can view that, right? In the meeting room, I'm talking about the meeting room. So I have pasted just click on the Q&A next to the chat on the top. Just click on Q&A and look at the notes I just pasted there. Just go through it if you are able to access that. Let me know once whoever is done reading, you're going through the notes.
Yes, it's done.
Priyanka is done.
Hi, my Q&A is not working. You are listening. Anuradha this side. My
Yes,
Q&A
Anuradha. Not working.
Yeah. So is it possible? Could you send me this on my WhatsApp number?
Are you on your mobile or?
Yeah, I'm using on mobile to try. I guess even this week I'm using on mobile. After that, I'll connect with my computer because I have to connect with there is some issue. It will be like 2-3 days. It will take more. Then I'll connect with my computer. So if it's possible, could you just send me this on my WhatsApp number?
Okay. Anyway, it's because like there's just a lot of confusion, so I just send it in writing. If not, if it's everything that we have discussed. This is also actually I have copy pasted it from the sample script that I have regarding the air conditioner. So anyhow, you will be getting this, Anuradha, even if you don't get it now, or even if you can't access now, it will be in the
Okay.
script that will be shared to all of you eventually. Okay.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll go through the recordings and
Sure.
okay, thank you.
All have all of you gone through it? Whoever have access to the Q&A page.
Yeah, it's not working for me either. I'm not able to get access on this Q&A page.
Okay. It's all of you were supposed to have the access to this anyway. So it's basically about the air conditioner. You guys are, especially Priyanka, you guys are clear with the air conditioner thing. So it's just a simple thing, what question to ask the customer or what information we need from the customer, and based on the information, which quotation to provide the customer. Okay, so if customer wants to go for the reversed cycle central system and they have a gas heater, offer them $6,000 plus GST. If customer wants to get the reverse cycle central electric system, this is the air conditioner, our product I'm talking about. If they want to, get the reverse cycle, but they have electric heaters, offer them $3,000 plus GST. If they want to, get the multi-split air conditioner, depending on the number of rooms they want to install, you quote the price to them. So each room or each conditioner will cost them $1,000 plus GST. So if customers say I want it in 5 rooms, but they don't want to get the reverse cycle, no worries, go ahead and offer them the multi-split air-con, which will cost them $5,000 plus GST, right? So likewise, depending on the customer's existing heater, existing system, and depending on the customer requirement or preferences, provide them the right system, the right air conditioner to the customer. It's as simple as that. Okay. So I guess that's, we had been talking about air conditioners till now, today. If you guys still have more, if you guys are still confused and have more doubts, just let me know later towards the end of the session. Now we'll move on to the hot water system. Satya, can you explain what all you have understood so far? Now, when I ask you to explain, I want you to explain in the sense, from the lead generation point of view. Let's say you are going to generate an appointment or you're going to generate a lead, right? So what are the things that you need to ask the customer? What are the things that is required?
Okay. Like I haven't prepared my pitch yet completely.
No, that's all right. As per your understanding, that's all right. I'm not looking for a perfect, scripted version of it.
So yeah, basically we are here dealing with 2 products, right? So one is a heat pump and another one is 2-in-1 air and heating devices, like air conditioner basically.
And
so
let's just talk about the hot water system for now.
Oh.
Yeah, forget about the air conditioner for now. Just forget everything about the air conditioner. Let's only focus on the hot water system.
Okay. So coming to the hot water system, like we could ask the customer. Let's assume that we are taking it as a customer. Let's assume we're talking to them. We could ask currently we will check the details what we got in a lead initially. Like we will check with Ignis, the customer, is this is your last name. So we got the information from we got this information from as you said yesterday, from log source, from data and all. And we could ask actually there is Victorian Energy Rebate Program, like Victorian Energy Rebate Update Program. So in a part of that campaign, may I know, are you using any heating device for your water? Like, is it a gas or is it electric one? So if they are interested, they will definitely answer question with which one they are using. Here basically if they are using the solar one in any kind of a thing, we can say sorry, we cannot go forward. If it is a solar one, we cannot upgrade it. Apart from the solar, yes, we can go forward. If it is an gas one or an electric one. For example, if they say I'm using the gas one, so we can definitely point out some of the disadvantages. Like so, as a part of our rebate upgrade, we are trying to minimize the carbon footprint on our on Victorian state. So we are offering an update for your gas heating system with an electric heat pump.
Hold on, Satya.
Yeah,
What do you mean by gas heating system? We're talking about hot water system. I want you to use the term hot water system. Don't say gas one, electric one, gas heating system. Just use the common word gas hot water system or electric hot water system. Okay? Use that term in a hot water system. Yeah, continue.
okay. Gas, for example, let's say they're using gas hot water system. So we could say immediately we're offering an update for gas hot water system. As we know, yeah,
Upgrade,
what
not
I have,
update.
yeah,
Mhm.
upgrade, yeah.
Yes.
System. So as a part of a rebate program, we are offering an upgrade for gas hot water system with an
Mhm.
electric heat pump.
Mhm.
So then we go on explaining the things which which bring advantage with heat pump. Is it okay?
Go ahead, continue. What are the things that you'll be telling the customer?
Okay. So let's say so like whatever the person Mr. So if we talk about the advantages of heat pump, it will generally work with electricity. Obviously, the
Mhm.
customer gonna say like I'm not paying for electricity right now. Like in general, if we see about the
Mhm.
conversation, they immediately say
Mhm.
like we are not paying anything for electricity right now. Like why? How can it could be called as an upgrade? So we can say that as you are not paying for electricity, but you are paying for the gas bill. So it is a payment, and using the gas like gas hot water, the usage of gas will be there, like you have to pay for the gas in that case. And coming future in coming future, the government was taking an initiative to minimize the gas hot water systems due to the carbon footprint issue. So in coming forward, if there is any issue with your hot water system, gas hot water system, you may not be able to find the space, or you may not able to find the replacing system and all. So coming
Mhm.
forward, what you all can get is a electric hot water systems. So here, as a government part, like initiative part, we are upgrading it at the minimal cost. Like we have a certain criteria the people should follow, like the people should fall in. Let's say if you fall in that category, the government is giving up to like 50 to 60% on upgrading it to the system. So the customer initially fall into the thought that okay, I'm getting some discount here, so let me hear about it.
Mhm.
So the customer gonna ask obviously like what I'm getting. So here, if it is may I know some details before going into the detail advantages and detail discount, because we need to check some details against which category you're falling in. So then we can ask like, may I know like what is your total household taxable income? So I don't need a exact figure. You can tell me is it below or above 210K per year. So yeah, we try to get not more offended into the figures and all, as you said day after yesterday, day before yesterday, sorry. So they will reveal the figure, and then we ask what is the property value. And yeah, initially before these two, we have to ask, are you the permanent resident of that area where you are residing in right now? If they say yes, then we can continue. And we should ask what is the land cost, like is it below 3 million or above 3 million? And apart from that, yeah, these comes main if they say yeah, like everything seems fine, then we can go forward. Yes, for example, yes, customer, you are fall into the category of Victorian rebate upgrade system. So it will like cost you 50 to 60% off. Initially, it might be around 2K to 3K, but under this category, we are giving it for $1,000, excluding GST, for the people who qualify under this category. And for example, if the customer asks what is the process going forward, like and all that, so we could say we provide an assessor to come to your location, because it does require certain requirements, like what is the area it gonna like what is the area in your house is having, does it meet the requirement of the heat pump settings and all. And they have to check the connections of the wires and all. So if the customer then point out, oh, I have a system but my pumps are not connected and all that, like regarding to the pumps, if they arise any issues, let's say, so we can ask them, is it possible to reconnect your pumps and all. If they say no, it's permanently taken out or something, no, we cannot go forward in that case. Or else if the customer say, yeah, everything is intact, I'm not using currently right now, but I can reconnect them, yes, we can go them forward. Then we can say the assessor is going to come to your location and see everything. If it fits perfectly, your gas hot water system is going to replace with electric heat pump. And in this case, you might worry that and still we are talking to the customer, you might worry that your electricity bill is going to be a boom and all. No, it is very reasonable, that it's going to cost even less electricity than the normal electric hot water systems, like commercial hot water systems. It's gonna cost even more. Even right now, we are upgrading the like normal domestic hot water systems with a heat pump. Yes, Lawson, that's it. I can.
Okay. Well done, Satya. I mean, I can't expect for more than, what you just explained, considering that you guys have been through only verbal um, explanation or verbal discussion on the, process, on the product knowledge, product information. I don't know if I ask someone else whether I'll be getting, better explanation than this, or, or it could be, same explanation. But yeah, for me to check on that, um, let's give another person a chance to explain.
Oh yeah, thank
I'll
you
be
for.
sharing. Yeah, no worries, Adi. I'll be sharing the feedbacks. Once the others go through the same explanation, or same explanation in the sense for the same product. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But you did good, Satya. Good job.
Yeah,
Nice
it's
explanation. Yeah.
it's good. Like I said, from what we have done so far, can't expect better than that, more than that.
Yeah.
Priyanka, would you mind trying? Now I know it's going to be a bit challenging, if considering you had been part of the hot water session only during when we were trying to summarize things, but yeah, I want you to give a try, on how much you understood about the hot water system.
Yeah, sure. So I need to say only about the hot water system, right?
That's right.
Okay. Mm, First of all, for the hot water system, when we are talking to any customer, we need to ask that whether you're using any hot water system at present, like do you have any hot water system? If the customer says that yes, I do have a, just give me one moment. I think
Okay.
this is yes. If the customer says like she's using the gas hot water system like that, so in that case we will approach for the heat pump, because we are going to say that anyway the hot water, it is like the hot water system, it is like the gas hot water system, it is phasing out soon. And anyhow you have to switch to the heat pump, so why not you utilize the benefit, because government is giving the actual rebate at present. So Victorian government, they're initiating the rebate for all the customers, residential customers, so that you can have this energy efficient hot water system for your premises. Then we will talk for the, like we will pitch for the heat pump. And then we will say, like if customers say like after that we have to qualify those customer through all those criteria which you have already quoted. Like we have to make sure that the customer is the property owner as well as the like the occupier of the property. He or she is not the tenant of that property. And after that they also should be residing in that particular property. And like if any customer is saying that I'm also having the uh, we will also ask that have you claim any like have you claim any rebate for the hot water thing at presently, though, like if that customer says that no, he hasn't claimed any rebate for the hot water thing, only he has claimed the rebate for the solar battery, then also that customer will be eligible for that. Uh, sorry, not for the solar battery. Like if customer already claimed for the solar battery the rebate, then she or he will not be eligible to get the rebate. But only for the solar panel, if he or she has claimed the rebate, then also that customer will be qualified to get the rebate from the Victorian government thing. And we need to ask that the family household income, it should be less than $200 to $1,000. Like if the customer is uh, we will ask in this such a way that just let me know if it is less or more. We don't need to know the figure exactly. Just to qualify you for the rebate, we just need to know whether if your family like household income or your tech support income is less than 2000 200 to $1,000. And after that we also need to ask mm, that the property value should be less than $3 million to qualify that customer. And if any customer is saying I already have the gas hot water system, why I need to like upgrade my hot water system to the heat pump or to the electric hot water system, that case we need to say that like regarding the phasing out thing. And after that also we will also say that even if you like this is always better, because it will also help you to save your hard-earned money on your which you are actually spending on your gas bill, because it is getting high each and every day. Your gas bill, whatever amount you're paying, let's say for an example, even if you're paying uh, 200 $300 right now, it will be uh, a quarter of what you're paying after you install this heat pump in your premises. and moreover it is much more dangerous for your health also, because uh, the gas hot water system which you're using, it is quite old and it is not good for your health. So it is always better to go ahead for this heat pump, because it will be anyway, each and everyone, as I said, you have to switch to the heat pump. So why not you take the facilities right now? Because if you go ahead, if you don't take it now, after that, if you think and go ahead and take it from the market, it will cost you at least double or triple the amount which you are getting right now. And also we need to ask, to offer the exact tank size, we need to ask that how many members are staying at this property at present. Like if it is one or two member, so we will offer the 200 liters system, or if it is more than two people, then we will offer the 270 liter pump size. And if I talk about the pricing, the 200 liter will cost 1250 dollar, 1250 plus GST. And for 270 liter it will 1350 dollar plus GST. And these are the things.
Okay, you're almost there. So after quoting the price, anything else that needs to be discussed with the customer?
And yes, like for the, like we are going, like after that we will tell that we are going to send the assessor to your premises. They will let you know the exact how the installation is going to happen and what are the things, how much cost. But the thing is that the procedure is, you don't have to pay anything for the assessment over there or the visit of the assessor in your place. But only if you're ready to install the heat pump in your premises, then only you have to pay the 10% at the time of the booking as a booking amount. And after the 90% you have to pay only after the installation. Mm.
Okay. Great, great. So Priyank, I know you were referring to your notes, but that is also important, because it also makes me understand what kind of notes, how you are maintaining your notes, um, whether it's you're noting down the correct information. So whatever you have discussed so far, referring to your notes, those are all correct information. And well, before I discuss further, um, you did well, Priyanka, by the way. Um,
Thank you.
does anyone have any feedbacks for these two ladies, based on their explanation about the hot water system, or they basically explain about how to deal with the customer, or if they're dealing with the customer, what kind of information? So based on this, does anyone have any sort of feedback or anything to say, be it for Satya or for Priyanka?
So I just want to say, good job, Priyanka. It was a nice explanation. Even though you were not here, like the first session you missed, right? But still, you have gone through all your notes. That shows that you are actually preparing all the notes. So there is no miss from your end. So that's a good thing.
Thank you.
Anything else from anyone? Okay. Naziralis, would you like to give a try
Sure. You can hear me, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so um, first we have to ask the customer that are you using water heat system at home or not?
Hot water system.
And yeah, hot water system. And yeah, customer will reply accordingly if you say yes or no. And after that, then we will have to ask what kind of, is it a gas or electric? Then customer will explain. Okay, so if it is a gas, let's take an example. Customer will say it's a gas, and then from there I will pick it up the point and start explaining to customer that we have a program that is initiated by a scheme initiated by the Victoria government, that you need, like, yeah, it's good that convince the customer to upgrade the system, since this is using gas. It's it's not good for the health, and it's not environmentally friendly. And yeah, after that, yeah, explaining about the scheme and all, then I will tell about the price. And on the other hand, if the customer said that if they use electricity, then we will try to explain to the customer that we have this program, initiated by the government of Victoria. And under this program, yeah, you need to, if you use this heat water system, which is at a lower price, this will consume less electricity when compared to what you use as under this. I'm sorry, I don't have proper notes, but let me just explain. I will not see the notes.
Yeah, whatever you understood.
Yeah. I'll just explain. I'll not see the paper. I'm just getting more confused. Yeah. So I'll just say the customer, that using this electricity. I know you use a lot of electricity. Each and every month it's skyrocketing, the electricity that you pay each and every month. But if you switch to these products that I'm introducing to you, it costs you, the electricity bill. I know will not be a waste of time or a waste of money for you in the long run. Just let me explain to you. If you have a bit of time, just ask them and explain about that picture that we have, that fan and all. I'll take some time for that. It's consumed only for that fan, and the water heating is with the water evaporation and all those things, and it will heat. Yeah, I'll tell the customer and all, and after that, yeah, I will tell the customer about the price of the heater, and I'll start asking them, in order to be eligible for this product, let me ask you a few questions, then I'll go to this eligibility criteria. Do you own the house, the property, and do you live there? And then what is the value of this property? Then I'll check on that. Is it lesser or more than $3 million? And I'll ask them, how many people do you live there? And then I'll ask them the electric that you used. Okay, have you did you claim any solar batteries before? Yes or no? Okay, and if you have this hot water system using electricity, is it within 3 years or more, and so on and so forth. If it's eligible with all this criteria, then we'll move to the next step. We'll ask the customer that I will send an assistant who will come and visit your property, And if you agree with all, if you decided to go ahead with this program, and if you are eligible for this, then once you decided to go ahead, you need to pay 10% of the total amount, 10%, and the rest 90% you have to pay once we have installed it at your place. Yeah, I think that's all. I don't get to have to prepare, but yeah, I don't have much time. I just listen to you, and evening time and all. Like I have to go to hospital now. So please don't mind, but I will. Yeah, once my dad get better, I will like go thoroughly and all.
Right. So, see, sometimes that's what I've been trying to tell you, all of you. The notes that you have, it's not going to be much helpful when you actually start talking to customer, when you actually go live. It will only, because when we make notes, it's not in sequence. It's all scattered. Like, okay, this I've noted now. You write it here, and the next point you write it somewhere else. So it's unless you are very systematic in organizing your notes, it's only going to confuse you. This will happen on real time when you actually go on call with customers. So relying on your notes, if you don't have a proper organized notes, relying on your notes is not going to help anyone here. It's not going to help you or offer your proper pitch to the customer. It will only lead to confusion, and it will confuse your customers. It's this is the actual fact. When you are confused, it's 100% sure that you are going to confuse your customer along with you. Okay, so relying on notes, if, like I said, if you don't have an organized proper notes, to not rely on your notes. Just go with the flow. Just go with whatever you have understood, and that's the best option, for everyone. For keeping the notes, would be helpful for you to refer most of the explanation that you need to do, because you don't know what kind of question customer will put up, what kind of what kind of queries customer might have, what kind of responses that customer might be giving you. You don't know. What if customer tells you, well, why are you calling me at this time? Why are you calling me at this hour? Of course, there's nothing in your notes. You have to use your brain. You have to use your mind, right? So customer will ask you any sort of questions, any kind of questions, or they will respond, anything. At that point of time, whatever notes you have noted down, because normally, I don't know about you guys, but normally when I take notes, I only take notes of the important points, not the detailed discussion, not the not in every way. Most of the things I try to understand, try to keep it in my mind, and the only time I take notes is when it's something important which I understand that I need to refer later on. Okay, so if you're taking down your notes that way, you need to rely on your brain, you need to rely on your mind, whatever you have understood so far, in order to have a conversation with the customer. Okay, so so far, based on all three of you, I understand that you guys are keeping up with the process knowledge, with the product knowledge. So far, so good, all three of you. I'm sure the rest of you will also follow suit and will have the same amount of information, or you could have more information comparing to these three ladies here. But whatever the case it be, I can assume that you all have enough knowledge. You guys had been following what we had been discussing about the product knowledge. Now, if I talk about now, guys, I know there'll be many times where you guys will be receiving feedback from me, or from anyone, from the support team, from the management. But please, whenever anyone provides any feedback, try to take it. It's always a constructive feedback. We always try to, give constructive feedback, not to criticize or undermine anyone when we share any sort of feedback, right? So it could be, it could be areas of improvement, feedback based on your areas of improvement, where you need to improve yourself. It could be, an appreciation feedback. It could be anything, but what in whatever case it be, always try to take it in a positive way, in a constructive way, so that you can do better, much better, um, from every feedback that you guys will be receiving. All right. So with that being said, Satya, coming back to you, a few terminologies, that you need to get more familiarized with. Yeah, so I know we're dealing with heaters and hot water system, and it's two different products, but sometimes I know it gets in the way, when we start talking, instead of saying hot water system, we might start saying, heating for heating purpose or to heat the water. It's normal to actually, get confused sometimes. But yes, let's all try to get into the habit of saying, the common term, the hot water system. Some people also says, heat water system, um, you know, hot water pump. So a combination of all the terms, all the terminologies that we use, which is quite normal, honestly, at the initial stage. But yes, let's try to be more specific as best as we can. Okay, so gas heating. Do you have gas heating system? Again, that's something which is actually talking about the heaters. So instead of that, hot water system. So it's the entire process, irrespective of which product you're pitching, it's pretty much the same. The technique, the process, the cold flow is pretty much the same. First and foremost thing is that we ask, we look for the eligible system. Yeah, the first and foremost thing that we need to do is, we need to make sure, we need to confirm, we need to make sure that customer have an existing eligible system so that we can replace it. If it's a new product, then we don't need an existing system. Yeah, we can just ask the customer, this is a new product, you just have to pay this and you get a new product. But since for both air conditioner as well as the hot water system, since it's a replacement scheme we are doing, so our first priority is to ensure that customer have an existing system. It should be the eligible system. So we all understood, what type of systems can be replaceable, what type of system cannot be replaceable. So till this part, everyone have understood, which is good. That's the foundation. We'll start from there. So what kind of system? First, of course, we need to ensure that customer haven't upgraded the system, right? The hot water system. So we will ask if they're using any hot water system in their premises. If they say yes, what type of hot water system? Is it gas, electric, or solar? If they say solar, no, unfortunately, we won't be able to assist you further this time, because we are only replacing the gas and electric hot water system, and you let go of the customer. If they have gas or electric hot water system, you have confirmed that, okay, this customer have an eligible system. Now what should I do next? So moving on, just to build a rapport with the customer, because it's important that we need to build a good rapport with the customer initially. All right. If you fail to do that, customer might hang up on you, or customer might make some excuses, and they will disconnect the call, right? So it's imperative that everyone should build a good rapport with the customer. Now, how to build a good rapport with the customer, how to build the initial, how to build a rapport with the customer is by making small talks. Everybody's aware of that, right? You guys have done that in the past. So again, it depends on individual to individual how good you are in, how capable you are in building a rapport with the customer. So first of all, we need to, you know, even when building a house, we need to ensure that we have to build a strong foundation in order to, build a house. So likewise, when you're going on call, you need to ensure that you have gained customers' trust. You build a good rapport with the customer. Once you do that, the rest of the things will follow suit. I mean, you can relax that this customer is going to listen to you. This customer is going to have a conversation with you. So um, before jumping in, talking about the product, try to build a good rapport with the customer. You can sound cheerful and pleasant on call when talking to the customer, like greeting the customer. All these things are part of the call. So I don't need to train you guys on all this. You guys are expert in doing that. So but yes, building a rapport with the customer should be the first priority. The first, you know 20-30 seconds of the call is very important. That duration, that time will um, define whether customer will be willing to talk to you, to have a conversation with you, or whether customer is going to hang up on you. Okay, so talking about the rapport building, your opening page, after doing the opening page, after you ensure that, okay, that this customer is talking to me, is listening to me, then you move on to talk about the products. So this is what we're doing. We are replacing the hot water system for every residences as part of the state government initiative program. So we're trying to remove, or we're trying to get rid of all the gas hot water systems, and upgrade it into um, a more energy efficient, environmental friendly system called the heat pump, right? So make the customer understand, what we're doing here, why we're calling them, right? And after doing that, if you straight away jumped into the product, like we're replacing the gas, or do you have um have you replaced the hot water system, blah blah blah. But if you want to build a rapport, make the customer understand, well, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Smith, that this is, my name is Jessie. I'm calling you um to discuss about the energy efficiency rebate program that's been initiated by state government. It's about replacing the hot water system. Yeah, so as you understood, as you might have heard that, all the gas connections, um, are phasing out in Victoria. It has started for the new housing. It's going to affect the existing users as well eventually. So we're trying to help all those people, all those residences where they're using gas appliances, or gas hot water system. So may I know if you're using any gas hot water system? Customers say yes. Right. So I believe you've been using for quite some time. May I know how long you've been using the gas hot water system? So you're trying to extract information for them, but you're also striking a conversation with them. You're also starting a conversation with them. So if customers say, well, it's been, very long, or I've been using for the past 10 years. Oh, that's quite a long year. I'm sure it's out of warranty now. Have you, you know, have you ever thought of how dangerous, or have you ever thought, how dangerous it could be to use um, that kind of system for this long, which is, out of warranty? Yeah, it's not safe for your health. So showing concern to the customers, right? You're just trying to um, play around with their emotions, talking about their health, their safety, right? I mean, there's so many ways that you guys can, start a conversation. And then once you make the customer feel comfortable and having, trying to have a conversation, customer will definitely, respond with different reactions. Well, it never struck me, I never thought about that. Or, well, it's working just fine, so I'm not worried. Anything, any kind of responses, be ready to get any kind of responses from the customer. And then based on the responses, go ahead and start your asking your questions. Okay, so here, as like I said before, a rebate program is going on right now where you can actually upgrade. Satya, not update, okay, upgrade. You can use the term upgrade or replace.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Yes, not update. We are not updating a software. We're not updating something. We are upgrading the system or we are replacing the system. You can use either upgrade or replace. So tell the customer. So with the help of this rebate program, at every household who are using gas hot water system are upgrading their systems with the help of this rebate program, because it's going to it's costing them a minimal amount, a subsidized amount to upgrade their system to a heat pump. So let me check, if your property or if your house, again, use the terminology like property or house or residence. Okay. Satya, don't use area. You have used twice or thrice, stating that you were saying something about permanent resident of that area, something like that statement.
Yeah.
Yes. So area, we're talking about, when you say area, we're talking about colony, the entire, area, right?
So
But
can we
here
say
Mhm.
state?
Sorry, what did you say?
Permanent resident in that state, kind of.
No, we're not talking about the state in general. We're not talking about the area in general. We are talking about a particular property. Like we're talking about, let's say if you're the customer, we are talking about your property only, not your neighbor's property, not your state, the entire state. Okay, so that's the reason I'm saying, yeah, use the term property or house or your residence. Okay, so for example, are you using any hot water system in your property, or are you using any hot water system in your house or in your residence? Okay, so don't generalize when you're asking, uh, questions or things related to the customer. Just um, ask specifically. So when do we specify things? When we use, terms like your house, your residence, or your property, right? We are focusing on the customers, that customer you're talking to, that property only, or that house only. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, get into the habit of, using these terms. If you're giving out general information, like for an example, so we are upgrading the, hot water systems in your area. So it's a general information you're giving the customer. Like we're not upgrading only for your property, only for your house. We are upgrading for everyone, who are residing in that same area, or in that same location, same colony, same area. So when you're giving out general information, yes, you can use, the general terms. But when you want a specific answer, you have to ask a specific question. We cannot ask, are you using hot water system in your area? We cannot ask that, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So are you using hot water system in your premises or in your property, in your house, in your residence? So these are different terminologies that you can use, which has all the same meaning, just different terms. Okay. So that's one thing. And proper term, hot water system, no hot water heating system. Don't get confused with all those things again. Okay. And your explanation, whatever you have understood, everything was clear. But I was expecting a detailed information, which where Priyanka has mentioned about what to do. Like, for example, we need to ask the number of people in order to provide them the right tank size. After confirming or providing the tank size, which amount to be quoted to the customer, and also the 10% amount. These things are the most the major points that we need to discuss with the customer after you are done with your opening pitch, after building a rapport with the customer, right? So I'm sure you didn't mention those, but I'm sure you've understood all this as well. So yeah, if not, whatever explanation you guys have given now, most of you have mentioned that why should I upgrade my system if I'm not paying any electricity bill. Now, this both of you have mentioned this scenario, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. But not every customer will have this same concern. Now, if any customer have a concern on this, I'm sure, yeah, you guys have the information. It will be easy for you guys to explain to the customer why they need an upgrade. Even though they are not paying any electricity bill.
Asema,
Yeah, Satya.
so is there any particular question we can raise to know their concern? Like in general, not in the script or not in the subject sense. In general, like, is there any particular question we can ask the customer to know their concern, whether they are concerned about the bill or whether they're concerned about their health or any concerns? Like, if we catch that point, it will be easy to go on
Yeah,
to
I
some
I I
point.
I understood your point, but if you do that, you're only inviting unnecessary questions from the customer. What if you ask that and customer tell you the concern and you're not able to provide a proper response? The best thing to do is to avoid any unnecessary attention or question from the customer. But you don't need to ask this again. One more thing, you don't need to proactively ask this, because they are very proactive. These Australian customers, the Australian people, they're very proactive in pointing out their concerns, right?
Oh,
So if they have any concern regarding um, you know like, why should I upgrade it? My system is working perfectly. I mean, it's working just fine. Why do I need an upgrade, for example? They will straight away ask you that. You don't need to um them to you don't need to ask them to tell you their concern.
okay,
Yeah.
fine.
So it could be any concerns that customer have to. I'm just preparing you guys with possible concerns, possible questions that you might be facing, you might be coming across from different customers. But that doesn't mean that every single customer will have the same question, will have the same concern. Okay. Now the most common things, scenarios or questions, concerns that customer might have or you might be facing, we had been discussing those since yesterday. So expect any kind of questions or any kind of concerns from the customer. But the point is, whatever concerns they have, you should have a proper response to that. You should be able to give a proper rebuttal to those customers' question. So the few common questions that you guys might be facing, we were explain. I mean, we discussed about those things yesterday, and we will still continue to discuss if anyone comes up with any other concerns or questions. Okay. Now, but most of the time, if customer do not have any concerns, now when customer don't have any concern, when does that happen? I'll tell you. So it due to two reasons that customer may not have any concerns. One is customer fails to comprehend, customer fails to understand what you've been trying to explain to them. So they just go with the flow. They just keep on responding yes, no, and to everything, to every question. Or the other reason could be like customer understood well. Customer understood whatever you're trying to explain to them, whatever you're trying to do with your hot water system or air conditioner. Customer understood, and they would like to give a try. And they are okay with the pricing. They're okay with the information that you're providing them. So based on these two reasons, that's when customer will have less concern or will have less question. Okay, so when customer is just responding yes to everything, you need to think again. You need to think it through. Why customer is behaving like this? So like I said, either it could be it could be because of two reasons. One is customer is not able to understand whatever you're trying to explain, and just going with the flow, just responding okay, yes, no. Or either that, or customer is able to comprehend everything. Customer is is able to understand, and customer understood why they need a change in their hot water system, and they would like to give a try. So now this I cannot I cannot train you guys on how to figure this out, because it's going to be you who will be talking to the customer. So on live call, you need to try reading customers' mind sometime. You need to understand, because what happens is when as an agent, as a lead generator, when you fail to understand the room, when you fail to read the rooms, and understand what is happening, what is going on, you will generate the lead, but then what happens is it will eventually lead to cancellation. The backend support will give the customer a call. Hey, Mr. Customer, or hey, Margaret, you just spoke to one of my colleagues about the hot water system. So I'm just calling to, let you know when the assessor is going to visit you. Now, when the backend support call them for scheduling the appointments, they will not even remember that they have a conversation with you, or they will just, they will just tell you that, well, I didn't understand anything what the lady told me on the phone before. And then the backend support, whoever is calling them, have to go through every detail what you have gone through during your lead generation. And the end result could be only two: either customer understood after the backend support explained again, customer understood and they said they're not interested, or the customer understood and said, okay, yeah, I'll send the assessor. Okay, so try to read the customer's mind, try to understand where the conversation is going when you are generating the leads. Okay, so and also Satya, when you were talking about the taxable income.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Priyanka. That was Priyanka. You didn't mention about the taxable income, the figure. Okay, you were saying something, Satya. You were saying something about the initially, it will cost you 2 to 3K thousand, 3K, 2 to 3K. That's what you told the customer. I mean, that's what you said. Sorry, when you were explaining. Initially, it will cost you 2 to 3K, and we will provide you $1,000 discount.
No, not like that. Initially, in the sense means if it is on the market, the customer have to buy that. That's what I meant. It might cost 2 to 3K, but under this scheme, like this upgrade scheme, like rebate, they are getting around 50 to 60%. That's what I meant to say. So it's 50 to 60% comes to 1,000, right? That's what I meant.
Okay. I would suggest you not to mention, you know, 2 to 3,000, whatever the amount is.
Okay, but it is right for the people who are not falling under the category. That it was costing around 2,350,
Like
exclude.
I said, for those who were not qualifying, the
Mhm.
pricings are variable, and that's the reason why we don't give them a specific code or amount to them, to those customers, right? We give them
Yeah.
a specific pricing. Now that is just we, and even for those non-qualified customer, we are charging them, um we are charging them only for the installation cost, like we if they have to, if you're comparing with the market price, with if you want to compare, if you want to tell the customer, about the comparison, it is not going to cost them just 2 to 3K, because don't compare it with those non-qualified customer, because we are
Okay.
not charging the customer for the shipping charge. Whereas if customer have to purchase from the market, they will have to, pay, let's say um they pay 2,600 for the heat pump, only for the
Mhm.
heat pump. Now they will have to pay what extra charges, there are so many extra charges they have to pay from their own pocket, like they have to pay for the shipping charge. They will place the order, right? They will pay 2,300 for the product, and
Okay.
for them to, for them to receive the heat pump in their property, in their house, they need to pay the shipping charges, and we don't know how much it's going to cost them. It depends on the distance, right? Where their property is located, where from which location they have ordered the heat pump.
Yeah.
So depending on the distance, they are going to pay for the shipping charge. All right,
Okay. So
let's
it's
say
better
let's say
to take
let's
the figures into the consideration while talking to the customers. Then.
let's say they're paying $1,000 extra for the shipping, just for argument's sake, right? 2,600 for the heat pump, $1,000 for the shipping charge, another $1,000 for the installation charge, right? So it totals up to, $4,000 or $5,000. And let's say if the installation is complicated, like they have the system, they cannot install at the same location where their existing hot water system is. They need to relocate, and when I say relocate, when relocation has to be done, extra pipings, extra, wiring, cablings have to be done. And if extra cabling needs to be done, they need to call the local electrician to do the extra wiring. They have to pay the electrician for doing that. They have to pay the plumber for the installation. They have to purchase extra wires or extra pipings, pipes or cables, whatever is required. So many unseen, extra expenditures customer have to pay if they are doing everything by themselves, and not taking advantage of any rebate or schemes. Okay, are you getting my
So
point?
yeah. So if a customer is not falling under this category, do we have to mention all these things to the customer?
Well, it applies to every customer, be it qualified for solar rig or doesn't qualify for solar rig. If they have to purchase it from the market, that's how it's going to cost them. That's how they are going to spend money on. The,
Okay.
the same the same technique apply you can apply on those non-qualified, solar rig as well.
No,
Okay.
I just want to ask, like,
Mm.
all these we need to mention, like, these are these might be the extra cost you have to bear as you are non qualified.
Why are we
Like,
talking? Why are we talking about the extra charges if they're not qualified? Now you're getting yourself confused here.
Yeah, but
Let me clarify that for you. Solar VEET rebate customers, fine.
okay.
Be it okay. So here are two types of customer. One is qualified for the solar VEET. One is not qualified for the solar VEET.
Yeah.
Now we have different pricing for these two type of customers.
Yes.
Right? All clear, right?
Yeah.
Now, be it a qualified, let's say you are customer Priyanka, both of you are customer. Now Satya, you're qualified for the solar VEET. Priyanka is not qualified for the solar VEET, but both of you want to proceed with the installation of the heat pump. All right,
Okay.
that's the case now. Now, for you, Satya, if depending on the tank size, let's say I offered you
Let's say
200 liters.
Yeah.
200 liters. Now you have to pay 1250 plus GST, right? Because you're qualified for the solar VEET. Now to
Yeah.
Priyanka, I'll tell that 200 liters will be sufficient for you, and for that you need to pay somewhere around 200 to $2,600, approximately between that, right? So the pricing differences is there. I've quoted the pricing to both the type of customers. Now I'll tell you, both of you, let's say both of you have a problem with the pricing. Both of you have the same concern. It's too much. I mean, it's quite expensive. I can't afford it. Now, my pitch would be, or my rebuttal, my response to that concern would be to talk about start comparing. I'll do the comparison thing to both of you. Now, both of you, I've pitched different pricing to both of you, but the concern is the same. You both have the concern about the pricing. Both of you think that it's expensive. All right. So my pitch would remain the same. My rebuttal, my pitch would remain the same to both of you, irrespective of the pricing, the differences in the price. I will tell you, to you, Satya, I will tell you that I felt, I feel that this price is fair, is a fair amount. The price that I quoted to you is a fair amount to you, because if we have to compare, if we have to compare with the market price, for example, you're purchasing the heat pump from the market. Okay, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. I'll tell the customer, hear me out. I'll do a quick comparison. I'll give you an example why I'm saying that it's a fair amount to you, right? So let's say you're purchasing from the market. Now, for you to purchase the heat pump, you will pay for the product, right? You will pay to buy the heat pump. You will have to pay for the shipping charges. You will have to pay for the installation charges. If you know, to find a proper space to install the new heat pump, if any relocation is required, you will have to pay extra charges for the relocation again, because extra pipes, extra cables or wires are needed. And if any electrician work is also required, you will have to pay your local electrician, to do the rewiring. So with all these charges, you will eventually end up paying $4,000-5,000 or even more than that.
Yeah.
Now that will be my response to you, because you have problem, you have concern with the pricing that I quoted to you. The same rebuttal, I will give it to Priyanka as well. Right.
Okay.
I quoted her 2000 to between 2000 to 2000 sorry, $2,600. It's gonna cost her between this price range. She have a problem. I'll provide, I mean, I'll give her the same response, I'll give her the same example to convince her, to make her realize that the amount that we are charging them, the amount that we quoted to them is a fair amount. It's a reasonable amount. You getting my point, Satya? That clarifies your concern. So irrespective of whether a customer is a solar VEET qualified or non-qualified customer, your approach, your responses in trying to convince the customer would remain the same.
Okay.
Okay, you will have to give them the same rebuttal, the same responses, the same example, to those customers, irrespective of whether they're qualified for solar rig, whether they're not qualified for the solar rig.
Got it.
Yeah, this is clear. Now coming back to you quoting $2,000-$3,000, I don't want you to use that. I just gave you an example, right?
Yeah.
Do
Got it.
not compare it with the non-qualified, the pricing that we are offering to the non-qualified customer. Okay,
We
do
can
not compare it with
say
that.
Yeah, we can instead say that if it is a market price, it costs you way more $1,000 than this. We can say like that. If you
Yeah,
buy
you end up paying,
pure,
double or triple the amount that we are providing you right now, because customer may not buy it. So because you tell them, because
yeah,
you will have to pay for the shipping charges. Just elaborate it for them. You will have to pay for the shipping charges, you'll have to pay for the installation charges, you will have to pay for the product. So everything you will have to pay from your own pocket. So you will end up paying $4,000 or $5,000, or it could be more than that,
okay,
right?
yeah,
Don't compare it with the pricing that we are offering to the non-solar non-solar qualified customer, because that pricing does not include the shipping charges as well.
sure,
We are still giving them a discount, even if it's a non-solar Victoria rebate customer.
okay,
Okay.
fine.
And the rest of you, are you guys following us? Are we all on the same page? Is anyone getting bored or getting distracted or feeling sleepy? Please just stop me. And if anyone wants to go for a quick if you want to if you're a smoker, if you want to take a quick smoke break, let me know. If anyone wants to go for washroom, for washing your face, guys, I'm open to it. You just have to let me know, and we can always take a breather. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What is the area? Okay. So again, Satya, coming back to you, there are a lot of strange terms that you were using when trying to explain, like
So
what is?
yeah, because I have not prepared anything
Yeah,
in
I know. I mean, I'm just trying to when you will go for when you start organizing your notes, make sure
Mhm,
to use the proper terms. Okay.
sure. Because it was all sudden, and yeah, as you said, when I prepared, once I'll prepare step by step, and the words should be mentioned. It's all like
Hmm.
that. It's all sudden, and I just spoken in a flow. What comes? It's not even in a flow, right? See, the sentence is a bit
Yeah,
scrambled, and the
yeah,
thing that I should be like used in the starting,
that's all
I
right.
mentioned at the end. It's all like that.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. It's all right. Just making it sure that like I said, when you go back and organize your notes, use the proper terminology, um, so that you
Sure.
won't be confused or
So
any
in
such thing.
spoken till now, we have spoken about area and the costing and the terminology gas
Yeah,
water
hot
thing.
water system. Hmm.
Stuff, yeah, that thing. Till now, is there anything else that
Um, okay. I don't know when you use this statement or question. What is the area your house requires? Okay, I'm trying to recollect why you said this.
Mhm.
Um, okay. Oh, one more thing.
Mm.
When you were trying to explain about the hot water system not in a working condition, right? That was another possible scenario that we discussed in the past, which you have mentioned. Reconnect the pumps. That's the statement you used. So it's not the pump. The only time we use the term pump is when we're talking about the heat pump. Okay. So let's say if customer says
We can say pipes.
Pipes, yes, pipes or cables, because cables, pipes, wires, all these are connected to the hot water system. So yes. So that's actually another scenario which you remembered, which is also good. It's a reminder for everyone. Another scenario that which you guys might come across. So if customers say, yeah, I have a gas or water system, but it's not working right now, you need to ask further questions. May I know if why it's not working? Of course, unless we ask that, customer would not specifically tell you. Sometimes they specifically, I mean, they're specific. They say like, no, it's not working right now. It's not heating the water. The water is not getting heated well properly, so I have stopped using. So some customer will explain in detail why it's not working, but some customer will just tell you, generally that my hot water system is not working. So if they are not offering you any more explanation, feel free to ask them. May I know why it's not working? Is the hot water system damaged, broken, or is the water, anything, could be any reason. So if you ask them why it's not working, then they will definitely let you know why it's not working. But irrespective of what the reason could be, the most important question that we need to ask the customer is, so are the pipes still connected? Is the cables or the piping still connected? Is it still connected to the switch? So we need a connected system, even if their hot water system might be a bit broken, or if their hot water system is, they're not using it because of some reason. As long as it is still connected, as long as the pipings are still intact, we can help them replace it. But if they say, no, I have removed all the pipings, I have removed the connection, it's only the hot water system, lying in the corner. In that case, we cannot help them. You can suggest the customer that if there is any possibility, to reconnect it back, to reconnect the pipes, to reconnect the switch and everything. If they say, yeah, I can do that, then yeah, let's try doing that, because if you connect it back, if it's connected, then we can possibly help you upgrade it. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me know. I mean, if you can let me know how long will it take you to, if customer gives you a time and a day, just give me 2 days or give me 1 day, or I don't know. I have to look at it. Whatever the response it be, you will not generate the lead for such customers, but you will offer them a call back. All right. So, Mr. Customer, I'm gonna call you back in next 2 days and see the progress of it, right? And then let's see, and we can take it from there, right? Offer them a call back and save customer details and do a follow up on those customers if they say they will reconnect it back, right? Because the system is still eligible. So why not take advantage of it, right? Instead of just letting the customer go, instead of just canceling the entire lead, if customer is willing to reconnect it back, why not follow up the customer and see how it goes. But yes, on the other hand, if for some reason the hot water system is working but still connected, then yes, go ahead and qualify the customer and generate the leads. All right. We are bringing in different call scenarios or call situations in between our discussion, but we are also slowly moving, towards connecting our script. Okay, that's what we are doing right now. We are bringing in, we are bringing different topics or different possible situations that you guys might be facing on call and explaining in between that. But we are also trying to slowly move up from explanations and discussions and trying to connect the dots when it comes. They are trying to prepare the actual script, or trying to construct the call flow, how you guys will be taking the call when you go live. So that's what we're trying to do here, right? So and that's the reason why I'm trying to go step by step. I'm trying to go to follow the call flow, the flow chart here. So first, when I, be it for the aircon or the hot water system, when I'm explaining, I'm just trying to follow the sequence here. All right. So starting off with the opening page, building a rapport. That's what you guys, every one of you will be doing on every single call that will be connected. All right. And then talking about the hot water system, after asking if they have any eligible system, what kind of system they have, if they have replaced the hot water system recently, trying to confirm that customer have eligible system. And if once that they have an eligible system, talk about the system that we are upgrading and qualifying the customer for the solar rig rebate. After qualifying them, we have to provide them the right tank size by asking how many members are there. And after telling them that this is the tank capacity we're going to offer you, or we're going to replace with, give them the quotation. So for 270 liters, it's going to cost you 1350 plus GST, which is which is the rebate amount, the discounted price. It's you're getting a discount of around 50 to 60% discount from the market price. You guys can mention that to the customer also. So this is discounted price that that will cost you to upgrade your hot water system. If customer is okay with that, you move on to telling them, so I'm gonna send an assessor. Tell them what the assessor is gonna do once they reach their property, and once the customer is okay, once customer is clear with all the information, once customer is happy to proceed with the installation, they have to pay the 10% booking amount during the assessment, and once they make the payment, then we'll proceed ahead with the installation. All right, and the remaining amount they can pay after installing the heat pump. All right. You can also, while talking about the heat pump, you can also mention that the heat pump comes with a 5 years warranty. And so mentioning about the warranty is also helpful, actually, when you're trying to sell the product. What else? Okay. Aditya.
Yeah.
One question for you.
Yeah.
I was about to ask. I forgot. Seriously. Why am I becoming so forgetful nowadays? Maybe because I'm becoming old. Okay. If customers say I want okay, so let's say I have, this is the customer query, okay? So
Okay.
assume that I'm your customer. So what after I make the payment of the 10%, and if I change my mind, if I don't want to proceed with the installation, should I get a refund?
No, no, there won't be any refund.
How will you tell the customer? You can't just straight away say no to their face, right? That's rude.
Yeah, firstly, like I would apologize.
Mhm.
Like I would apologize and mention that there would not be any refunds given because as we have already made the appointments and put out the efforts to send out the people to install the product. So that is the reason we'll not be able to provide the refund.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Or you can be, very straightforward and sound a bit assertive
Okay.
and tell them that, well, I'm sorry, Margaret, unfortunately, there is no refund policy for the 10%.
And all these terms would be discussed with the customer beforehand, right? Actually,
Which one?
about the refunds part.
Well, the assessor, I mean, we will hardly find customer, with this question, but it's always good to know, right? Extra information always helps. Um, you will hardly find customer, asking about the refund. So far, we haven't got any customer, zero customer who have this concern, but it's possible that you might come across such situations. So it's always good to know. But yes, to answer your question, these things, yes, it's informed to the customer by the assessor. When they do the assessment, when they talk about the 10%, it's notified to the customer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but we are generating the leads before the assessor is visiting the customer. So before they visit the customer, if this question arises or if this question comes to you, then yes, uh, you should be ready with the answer.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other scenarios? Okay, I'll try to come up with different common scenarios, common
No, Zeno,
situations. Yeah, Priyanka.
sorry for interruption.
It's all right.
Are we allowed to say that thing that you have also mentioned that only the refund is possible when the Victorian rebate application form is rejected? Like, are we supposed to say that, or we are not supposed to say that thing to the customer?
Well, not required, because we are telling the customer that it's no refund policy for the 10%. So that's a
Okay.
special circumstance, special situation. It's an exceptional situation that we are doing for refunding. Now, if we say that it will only impact negatively, reason why I'll tell you. If we give this information to the customer obviously will be aware that there is a way to get a refund. So if they after they make the payment, if they don't want to go ahead, it's possible that they might not fill the solar rig form, or it's possible that they will intentionally um, mess up with the form while filling up the form just to get a refund. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Not every customer is same. So
Yes.
yeah, yeah, it's possible that they will not do such things, obviously, but you never know. So it's best that we don't disclose this information to the customer. this
Okay.
information. In fact, even the assessor will not be, sharing this information to the customer. This will only happen when customer applied for a solar rig and their form gets rejected. It didn't get approved. So irrespective of whether customer is willing to install or not willing to install, if their form gets rejected, then yes, definitely. Of course, will give them an option to proceed with installation with the other quotation, non-qualified quotation. But if customer they can't afford it, then the only option for us is to give them a refund of the 10% and cancel the leads.
Okay.
Okay, let's take 20 minutes break to 11:30, 33. Let's just be back at 11:45. And for lunch, let's follow the usual time. Is that all right, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. So be back at 11:45 and we'll resume from there. Okay. So yesterday I have mentioned about, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, about the aim of this launching or initiating this campaign by the state government, right? So they have to achieve that goal. They have in terms of um, lessening the carbon footprints, the gas emission, making Australia more green, environmental friendly, and so on. So I believe they have the goal to achieve till by the year 2030, if I recall correctly. So till the time they are not fully I mean they till the time they don't achieve this goal, the campaign will still be going on. Now, regarding the products, of course, at one point or the other point of time, the products, the offer that we are providing to the customer, the products offer that we give to customer, we offer to the customer, it will come to an end eventually. So, like the previous products that I have shown you guys, those products were there, but it was not for forever. Like once because they have all the data. Once customer claim the rebate, or once customer claim the products and they install it, their details goes into the system, right? So from there they have all the data available to do the analyzation, to analyze everything, and based on that data, where how many customers or how many properties have been installed, based on that, once they get the data analyzation, and at least 95% of the household or the properties have installed the product, they will eventually stop that particular product. So we're not talking about the campaign in general. If we talk about the campaign in general, yes, the campaign will go on, but if we have to talk about the products in specific, it will eventually come to an end. And once they stop the product from giving it to the customer, or once once they end the offer of that particular product, another product will get launched. So it's an ongoing campaign with different products that will be offered to the customer. Okay, so if we talk about Victoria, the heat pump, for electric users, like electric hot water system users. That campaign, it was a free upgrade campaign or a free upgrade program that has been ended. So like that product, like that offer, this the ones which we are doing right now, this will also eventually come to an end once almost once most of the properties or most of the citizens take advantage of the offer and upgrade their system. And once that is over, let's say once the hot water system upgrade, once this rebate is finished or it's over, another or different product will come in the picture. So as soon as another product comes in the picture, we will get trained on that product, and then we will shift our focus on that product, and we start pitching for that product, the new product which will come in the picture. Okay, so the campaign will be going on. It's an ongoing campaign till the time the government stop the campaign. And when I say campaign, I'm talking about the energy efficiency program or the campaign that the government has launched. Okay, so does that answer your question, Aditya?
Yes.
Cool. Good morning, Anuradha. You're late today. What happened?
Yes, hi, good morning.
Good
Yeah,
morning. Did you face any problem logging in, or what was the concern?
my mobile battery was down and I slept as well. Yesterday night here some had issue at my home. That is the reason I could not sleep, and now I was sleeping. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, see, we are trying as best as we can, from our end, trying to impart the information, the product knowledge to all of you. I think today's the 6th or 7th day of a training, and most of the days, you have, I'm sure some of you have noticed that we're trying to call you guys. We're trying to, don't. It's initial days, and we want everyone to be on time and not to miss out on anything. So we're trying from our end to, call you guys and wake you up. Let's not take advantage of that. I'm not saying that I'm not pointing at anyone in particular that someone is taking advantage of that. But once this is just a training period, training session. But once you guys go live, once OJT starts, no one will be there to call you guys and wake you up. Trust me. It's going to be your sole responsibility. So take this time, this training session time as as a time for you guys to get acquainted, to get used to waking up early. Please try to be more responsible. Put in put an alarm, set an alarm, and wake yourself up. If I have to talk about some people here, like Napoleon, he is always, he's the first person who is, even before me, he is the first person to actually be in the meeting room. Parmit, Satya, Nasralis. These people are consistent. They when we talk about punctuality, these people are the first people actually to be in the meeting room. So please try to be more responsible. If it's work from home, it doesn't mean that we should be just be comfortable and just wake up and join in whenever we want to. That's not going to help anyone. All right, so please guys, be more responsible. Come on, you can't just rely, you can't just keep on waiting for someone from the company, from the management, to ring you up and wake you up and ask you to join a meeting. This kind of I mean, if it's going to continue this way, trust me, it's not gonna last for long. Okay, so see, some of you might be getting offended if I say these things, but honestly, I don't mind if someone misunderstands me, because that's not a new thing to me. When I open my mouth, I know I am, sometimes I can be harsh if I have to. I'm very upfront with everyone. Doesn't matter if I know that person or if I'm meeting the person for the first time. I'm straightforward. I don't, give things. I don't hold myself from saying things if that's what I have to say. If that's my job, my responsibility to say. So sometimes people misunderstand me. Sometimes people think that I'm kind of rude, but this is the fact, unfortunately. So I don't mean to offend anyone by saying that, but please be more responsible. That's all I'm asking for. Okay. Well, I mean, we are all matured enough here, and we all have been, we have all have worked in one organization or the other in the past. We know how things work. So please be more responsible. Okay. So that was Aditya's question. Does anyone have any other questions? Let's have an open discussion, guys. That's what I'm looking for. I'm expecting more questions from all of you. So please don't hesitate.
Lozano?
Yes, go ahead, please.
So this campaign, whatever it's there, it's from Victorian government, right? Victorian state government.
Yeah, it's a campaign. It's a program that they have initiated the program. Yes.
Okay. So will we be dialing only that part of the state, or will we be dialing the entire Australia?
No. We will be dialing only for Victoria State for this
Okay.
product. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So uh, whenever it depends on the market situation as well, because once it has started, it hasn't been long since this gas hot water system upgrade has started, so it is still green in the market. But we will reach to a point where majority of the household have they will upgrade. They will be done with the replacement of their gas hot water system. So once we reach that point, I know things will be a little challenging, especially to get potential customer or to get a customer who haven't done the upgrade. So when we will be reaching that point, I know things will be a little challenging, but on the other hand, the management, we are always on the lookout to add more products, which are still fresh in the market, and which will help us to get more leads and do more installation. So we basically have the access to work for Victoria State as well as North South Wales and NSW, especially for this this government initiative program. So only just last year we were actually working in NSW market. That was for commercial, for heat pump. The product was the same, but it was in NSW market. But since the gas hot water system upgrade in Victoria is there is more chances of getting the work done for this gas hot water system upgrade in Victoria. So we have moved from NSW to Victoria now, and that's what we are doing right now. So likewise, what I'm trying to say is likewise, once the market is saturated, we might have to, you know, move to different state depending on where there is opportunity. So that's what we do, because it's it's all about the, you know, campaign. We run after the campaign. NSW has its own state government initiative program, like in Victoria. Now the products might be different, the products might be same, terms and conditions might be different depending on the state. But yes, that's what we will be doing. Okay. Mm, all right. So I'll be before that, I guess everyone have received the what do you call that? Um the recording sessions, right?
Yeah, we got it.
Yes.
Yes.
Did any of you got the chance to, you know, go through it? Or you just received and okay, that's it?
No. I was listening to few of the recordings of yesterday's, and I was like thoughting, and day before yesterday I haven't listened. I will listen
Mhm.
today or the day before
Okay.
yesterday's session.
Yeah, you actually for you, Priyanka, you were part of the session yesterday, so that's all right. You can still go through it, but you prior to listening to the day before yesterday's session, which is for
Yes, sure. I will do
uh
that today only. By today it will
yes,
be completed because I
that
was listening to all the recordings yesterday, and it was not yet completed the day before yesterday recording. I will complete it today by today only.
okay, great. So guys, I know I mean, we all have personal lives. I totally understand. After the, you know, session is done, I know we have to attend to, even, I mean, I myself have to attend to, you know, some personal work, personal stuffs, but take the time out, try to, you know, schedule your work, and take the time out and go through you know, previous days recording. You can do a fast forward. I mean, you know, because the recording sessions are long, I totally understand. So whenever you have any doubts, you can, you know, just listen to those. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be like a refresher for all of you. Okay. Yeah, Satya.
So where exactly these recordings have been received? Is it through mail or
You haven't received any recording links, Satya?
still now? No.
No,
Parmit?
yesterday I forgot to share it. I have just shared it with her.
Okay. Yeah.
If you can check your WhatsApp, Satya,
I just got
I've
it.
just shared it. Yeah, I've just shared it with you.
Okay. Fine. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Any other concerns? Okay, if no one has any questions, then let's do a quick, you know, Q&A session related to the product, and it could be related to anything that we have discussed so far. Okay. All right. So let's see how good your memories are. Okay, Aditya, question for you.
Yep.
If customer said I'll give you a scenario, and as per your understanding, just respond accordingly. So the scenario is customer say that customer is using a gas hot water system, right? Gas hot water system, and customer is not really convinced. The customer is not really
I couldn't
yeah,
hear
Priyanka.
you. Like, your voice is breaking up completely.
What about the others? Aditya, am I audible to you?
Yeah. Yeah, you're clear.
Okay. I guess Priyanka, that could be your network problem. Sorry, Priyanka.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. I think your internet connection is fluctuating. Anyway, back to you, Aditya. So customer have a gas hot water system. You're trying to explain why you're calling the customer and why we are doing the upgrade. But customer is not buying it. Customer's only concern is that customer only concern is you are providing a electric hot water system or electric heat pump, right? So
Okay.
customer is not very clear, or customer is not able to decide whether to go ahead into the upgrade, because she's not paying any electricity bill for the hot water system, because she is using a gas hot water system. So how do you, if that's the case, if that's the whole scenario or situation, how would you, what would be your immediate rebuttal or response to that kind of customer?
hmm Okay. So, like, how I would convince her to buy the electric water
Heat pump.
system, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
electric heat pump. Right. So, firstly, I would make the customer aware about the rising gas bill, about the
Mm-hmm.
rising prices of the gas bill. And
Mm-hmm.
once she gets that, I would also explain to her that the heat pump uses the electricity only to run the exhaust fan
Mm-hmm.
and not the entire system.
Mm-hmm.
So I would also explain to her that there is a component called compressor in the heat pump, which
Yeah.
allows to heat the water without the usage of gas, and also a very minimal quantity of electricity would be used only for the usage of the exhaust fan in the heat pump.
Okay. Well, customer had been using a gas, hot water system for a long time now, and this heat pump, the things that you just mentioned is, is pretty new to the customer, like hearing about those for the first time. So do you have any other add-on information, or do you have any other rebuttals besides that?
Um, yeah, I would also mention that she would be getting a rebate from the state initiated program, and also that since her uh, like the traditional system, whatever she's using, might give up on her anytime, and
Mm-hmm.
she could not have hot water like in crucial times. And I would also explain to her why it's time for her to upgrade, since it's become a very old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Nasaralis, you wanted to say something?
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Um, okay, good try, Aditya. Good. Now, in addition to what all you have said, um, see this is quite common, like if you think of yourself as a customer, I'm sure it will make sense to you because um like we have discussed in the past, they're not paying anything right now for they're not paying anything in the sense they're not paying their power bill, energy bill, or electricity bill for using the gas for using the hot water system. But once we upgrade it to electric heat pump, they'll start paying for the electricity bill. So of course what you said was, is totally great, totally true, quite convincing, because your focus was majorly on the rising gas bill, which is actually happening in Victoria. So that is also good. Also remind them about the phasing out of the gas connection as well, and the system is old. So again, um, it's tell them, remind them again that your system, you've been using the system for this long, it's out of warranty now. It's quite dangerous, actually. It's not safe for your health as well. And the gas connections are phasing out, so eventually you will have to upgrade it. So phasing out of the gas connections in Victoria, which is also again initiated by the state government, obviously. So and the gas bills are rising. There has been a significant changes or increase in the gas bill, and it's not going to go down, because as you already know, in especially in winters, I'm sure you have been paying a higher gas bill, especially in winter. And with the winter approaching, um, whatever you're paying right now, you're gonna end up paying, double or triple, even double or triple amount of what you're paying right now in terms of the gas bill. Right? So if you get rid of the gas hot water system, um, which is out of warranty, and of course which is causing you to pay high amount of gas bill, with the change, with the change, you will actually be saving, you know saving money on your gas bill. If you're paying that, for an example, um if you're paying $300 for just for the usage of your gas hot water system, you'll be using, I mean, you'll be paying, if you upgrade it to the heat pump, you'll be paying just um quarter of that amount that you're currently paying, um for the gas hot water system. So to a quick, um, taking an hypothetical example, figure hypothetical numbers of figures, give them an example, make them realize that this is how you're gonna, end up saving money on paying your bills. Okay, so well, good try, Aditya, good try. Anuradha,
Yeah, thank you.
you're welcome. Anuradha, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. This
Yes.
question, quick question for you. If customer says no, I have already installed the solar panels. I mean, I have already taken the rebate for solar panels, and I'm not paying much electricity. So why would I go ahead and upgrade my gas hot water system to an electric hot water system? What would be your response?
Okay. I didn't listen all the recording yesterday. Yeah, I'll do it today.
Forget about listening to the recordings. We have been discussing so many things, and I'm sure you have been. Yesterday you were part of the session. Day before yesterday you were in and out of the session. I understand that, but whatever we have discussed day before yesterday, we have done a summary. We have summarized it. Every single time I am going back to, what I have discussed in the past as well. So forget about the recordings right now. I mean, at this stage, and just tell me what could you possibly tell the customer as per your understanding, whatever you have understood so far. See, there's no right or wrong answer, right? So I just want every one of you to give a try. Doesn't matter whether you're sure about that response or sure about that concern. Just give a try.
Okay. So I'll just confirm with the customer saying that the in future the everyone will have to use only the electricity gas pump. So it will happen as early as so that you will have to. It's better that you can just start using this electricity heat pump on now onwards because the government campaign has been started. So I'll explain all about our scheme and campaign, everything, and about the rates and I will explain everything that in future it will not like the same that the gas pump and it will close, it will stop by the government, and now it's better if the customer start using the electricity heater. I just got understand like the is it is this okay?
Okay, electricity heater. Right now we're talking about the hot water system. So again, don't get confused with the heaters and the hot water system. We're talking about two different products here. Okay. So
Yes.
and rather than say electricity, I'm gonna start using electricity. Um, just go with the common term like electric hot water system. If and some people get confused initially with the terminologies like that they tend to forget the heat pump, which is absolutely fine if you're not you know till the time you get familiarized with all this terminology, you can always use the term hot water system. So you're using a gas hot water system, you upgrade it to electric hot water system because heat pump is also hot water system. It's it's just that that the when we talk about the terminology, it's called the heat pump. Since it has different way of heating the water, and that's why we term it as heat pump, but it's nothing but the hot water system. Even customers are you know the most of the customers um are okay if we just tell them that use the term hot water system or hot water unit. Sometimes customer might ask you what is heat pump, what are you talking about, if they haven't heard about this term heat pump. So even for such customer, if they are not if they haven't heard of heat pump, just make it simple for them, and just use the term hot water system. So heat pump is also hot water system. It's just it's an upgraded version of the um, hot water system from the existing hot water system you're using. It's an upgraded version which comes with extra component or extra device. In addition to the storage tank, it comes with a compressor component as well with advanced technology inbuilt. and it's called a heat pump. So heat pump is nothing but an upgraded version of the hot water system. If you tell the customer this way, they will also understand, oh, okay, so we're talking about heat pump, but it's nothing but the hot water system that we are referring to. Okay. Now, solar panels, we all know how solar panel works, right?
Yes.
We see solar panels almost everywhere in India, be it in any country. Solar panels we can see everywhere. In the highway, you know, the solar panel, the solar lights have been installed in the highway as well. So people are going solar, in irrespective of which country you belong to. So you know, um, why do we use solar panels? Why? If you don't want to pay, you know, a high amount of electricity bill, of course, you know, you install solar panels in your private homes, and you generate the electricity from the solar panels, and that's how you use to, you know, more power is generated from the solar panels and less usage of electricity bill. Right. So especially customers who have installed solar panels, they might tell you that, you know, I'm not paying high electricity bill. I'm not paying, my energy bill is not too high because I have solar panels installed. So what difference is going to it's gonna make? What difference is gonna make even if I, um, you know, if I use the heat pump, because you're telling me that it's not gonna consume high electricity. I'm not gonna pay much electricity bill. Well, I am not paying much electricity bill right now as well because of the solar panels, right? So this might be another concern, another another situation that you might come across. So make sure that you have enough reasons, enough, you know, justifications for this kind of customers, right? So I understand you have solar panels, which is good, you know, that you have installed solar panels. But your hot water system is runs on gas, and you know you're paying, you might not be paying much electricity bill, but it's you are paying high amount of gas bills because of using the, you know, gas hot water system. Am I right? You know, you can you're stating the fact to the customer. You're reminding them that they're paying high gas bills, which has nothing to do with the solar panels. Irrespective of whether you have installed solar panels or not, you still have to pay the gas bill, right? So remind the customer one thing. Some customer try to be clever and, you know, tells you that, well, I'm not paying much electricity bill. On the other hand, they're not talking about the gas bills, that they're spending money on the gas bills. Okay, so in such cases, just your major focus should be on the money that they are spending on paying the gas bills. All right, so it's good. It's good
Yes.
that, you know, yeah, it's good that you are you have installed solar panels. It's good that you're using solar panels. Um, but let's not forget the gas bill, the money that you're spending on, you know, paying your gas bill, right? Because you're using a gas hot water system. And like Aditya has mentioned, you know, talk about the rising in terms of the gas bills. You know, the prices are rising up. In fact, it's going to be doubled, you know. Soon that the proper winter comes in, it's going to rise up. You know, they will feel ridiculous looking at the gas bills. That's how it's going to be for these customers. So talk about the gas bills that they're paying. It's not, the solar panel is not helping you to pay the gas bills. You're still paying a high amount of gas bills. Right? So let's not forget that. Now, if you upgrade it to the electric heat pump or the electric hot water system, which is energy efficient, you'll be saving money on the gas bill, right? So let's say for an example, it's always good to give an example to these kind of customers, let's say, just tell the customer, let's take an example here, right? Let's take an example. Let's assume that you're paying $300 for using the gas, just for, using the gas hot water system. You're spending $300 to pay the gas hot water system bills. But if you upgrade it to the heat pump, the electric heat pump, you'll be paying just a quarter of what you're paying right now, or you'll be paying just half the amount of what you're paying right now with when it comes to your gas bill. So isn't it not that you're going to save money, right? If you end up, using the heat pump, you're gonna pay just $150 for using the electric heat pump. Whereas right now you're paying $300 for using the gas hot water system, right? So just take a hypothetical figure, and give them an example this way, make them realize what they're gonna miss out, make them feel that, okay, so this way I'm going to save money. Okay, so this is how I'm going to save money. Make them realize that. Okay. So solar panels and the gas, there is no correlation, there is no relationship between these two. Now, if they have electronic appliances, maybe they have washing machine, they have refrigerators, they have other appliances which runs on electricity. Now, for using those electrical appliances, now installing the solar panels, of course, it's helping the customer significantly in paying the bills, because they're using the electricity generated from the solar panels, and they're using all those electrical appliances. But right now, what we're talking about is the gas hot water system, which runs on gas, and they're paying gas bills, right? Napoleon, would you mind going on mute? Thank you. Okay, so there is no correlation between a gas, gas hot water system, or having a solar panel installed in their property. Right, you guys getting my point?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes, Lozero.
Okay. All right. Nasralis, I have a question for you.
Yes,
Nasralis,
I'm
are you
here.
there? Have you reached
Yes.
home?
Yes.
How is your dad?
Yeah, he's getting better.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
he's much
good
more
to
better
know.
now. Yeah, thank you for asking.
Right. No worries. That's good to hear. How long is he going to be in the hospital? Any idea on that?
I'm not really sure, but maybe by today the doctor will confirm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're waiting for a doctor for today. And yeah, I think by today we'll come to know if yeah, for how many days more we have to, like, he will be staying there.
Okay, cool. All right. I mean, it would be good if they discharge him soon, because right now I know you're trying your best to managing to be part of the session.
Yeah.
So which
Yes,
I do appreciate that.
yeah, I'm trying, but yeah, the concentration mode, the focus mode, like
Mhm.
it's not like, because we're kind of like, because only me and my brother, and we are like trying to manage. He also
yeah.
having some work, and then I also like, but luckily I'm working in the morning, so that's okay. But then it's quite difficult and challenging for us both. So just wish that everything will be all right soon, so that I can go back to my work. And as of now, like, we are not in my location, so like because of this situation, like, we have to move to Shillong, like, because we have good hospital here, so we have to come here. And yeah, so for that reason, like, I don't, sometime my connectivity, so most of the time I join from phone, and then I have to visit my friend to get internet through my laptop, and have to travel all the time. Yeah,
Right.
so it's quite challenging for me, to be honest.
Right. I know it could be challenging, but yes,
Yeah, as of
somehow
now, but
you're
I'm
trying to
sure in the
manage.
future, in the future it'll be good. Because I'll be staying at my
Right.
own room and all. Yeah, I have my own setup office, so it'll be good for me. But as of now, but I'm sure it will be good for after a few days. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, let's hope that your father gets better soon, and because I know you're trying your best, trying to manage everything irrespective of what's the situation that you are in right now, which is of course in no one's control. But if it will be better for you, obviously. I mean, it's going to be more challenging if you have to continue this way, and we start with the OJT, right? Because you would need a consistent internet connection, a good,
Yeah, I will manage. I'll try my best, to be on time and to manage. Yeah. So not to worry. I think I'm sure that even though I have to travel, but then I'll make sure to be on time. Yeah, if I'm still in Shillong as well, I'll I'll do my best.
Sure. Okay. Sorry, guys. I mean, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about everyone and anyone, because when we start the OJD, when you guys have to go live, you need to be in one place. I mean, you can't just speak to customer on the phone, from your phone, from your mobile, and you can't speak to customer while you're traveling, while you're going up and down, one place to another. So yeah, you need to be in your in a place where you can take calls peacefully. Okay, so but anyhow, I guess, I mean, I feel like till the time we are done with the verbal training, your dad will be all right, and you'll be back to your home, just like you've said. Okay.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Cool. So let's going back to our main conversation. If customer said, I have an evaporative cooling systems, will I be eligible to get it replaced to air conditioner?
That question is for me, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So in this kind of case, if I ask the customer that you have a heating system or not, and the customer will say I have only cooling, that means it's not eligible, and we cannot proceed ahead.
Okay. Right. So evaporative.
It's only
This
for
is
heating.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So sometimes customer will use this term evaporative cooling system. Like when they say evaporative system, or they're actually talking about the cooler, the cooling system device that they have. So they will not be eligible. Okay, Nazrul, is more question for you. If customer wants to replace the heating, the heater, they have a non-ducted heaters, and customer wants to replace or get the air conditioner for 3 rooms, what would be the cost that what would be the price you will quote to the customer?
I would suggest for the customer this non-ducted one. The price for $1,000 for each room. So that will cost for, if he want to do for 3 rooms, then it will cost for $3,000. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Plus GST.
Plus
Don't
GST.
forget to
Yeah.
mention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, $1,000 per head per one air conditioner. So yes, the $3,000 plus GST. Okay, if customer wants to get, the reverse cycle central electric system, and not the multi-split air conditioner, the customer wants to install the reverse cycle central system, and it's kind of big house. The customer wants they have okay, so question is, you have pitched for the air conditioner, you have pitched our product, these are the things that we are offering, and customer said, I want to go for the reverse cycle central system. Now, what would be your response to that? What are the things that you need to confirm or you need to tell the customer once you get to know what system customer wants to install? Nazarali's question is still for you.
Yes. I think I should confirm first what type of AC does the customer use before, so that I can understand. Then based on that, I will.
So that everything has been discussed. Like, you have asked what the customer have a ducted system, ducted gas system, gas heaters, ducted ones, and you have pitched our products that we have this and this, and customer said yes, I would like to install the reverse cycle, the centralized AC. Okay, so the conversation is still there. It has reached till there where you have you got the information what kind of system customer have, and you have also told the customer that these are the products we are offering or we are replacing with, and customer said, okay, I want to take the reverse cycle, centralized AC. So what would be your next step?
I would ask the customer like how many rooms you want to use for heating. Yeah. So based on that, then I would suggest if it says more than 3 or 4 rooms, I would suggest this $6,000. And if it is lesser than 3 rooms, I guess, then yeah, I would suggest it's 3,000 plus GST.
Oh,
correct.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard
Can you
you.
hear me?
Okay, so yes, I heard you loud and clear. Okay, so for everyone, I guess the question is clear to all of you. It's when we are doing a Q&A session with one person, doesn't mean that it's only for that person. I want the rest of you, every one of you, to pay attention so that you might be already aware of the responses or what kind of rebuttals you should be giving. But yes, for some of you, if you're not clear, this would be a good time to clear the things or clear the air. Okay, so Nazarali, back to you. 3,000, 6,000 and 3,000. But here is the thing. We offer the customer $3,000 plus GST, reverse cycle central electric system only if their existing heater runs on electric, only if they have an electric heater. Okay,
so it doesn't matter how many rooms or how many. Okay,
that's right.
Okay.
So the actually the we asked how many rooms or how many in the case of ducted system, we ask the customer how many vents or how many ducts they have in the property. Okay, so if customer say that yes, I have a gas ducted heater and I would like to go I would like to replace it with the reverse cycle, the central electric system, because they already have a ducted, system. All the connections, the pipings, everything is there. So the customer wants to go ahead and replace it with the reverse cycle, not the multi-head air-con. Okay. So in such cases, you can ask the customer how many vents or how many ducts they have currently, in which they're getting the heat, right? So as soon as it's a ducted system, your immediate question would be how many vents, for how many vents or for how many ducts they are looking for a replacement, or they want to install the air conditioner. Okay. Now, if customer says they have a non-ducted gas heaters, or they have a non-ducted electric heater, for non-ducted ones, be it gas or electric, we have only one rate, which is the $1,000 plus GST. Okay, so usually for non-ducted heaters, if customer have a non-ducted heaters, which runs on gas or electric, we normally offer them the multi-split air conditioner, right? Which will cost them $1,000 plus GST per head per air conditioner. So in such cases, we obviously we ask them for how many rooms you're looking for installing the air conditioner, or for how many rooms do you need the air conditioner to be installed. And based on the number of rooms, we give them the quotation. Customers say 4 rooms, okay, it's going to cost you $4,000 plus GST, because for each of the air conditioner, it's going to cost you $1,000 plus GST, right? It's very simple. But when customers say, well, I have a ducted gas heater, so I would like to install something similar to that, then of course we have something similar to that, right? Which is the reverse cycle, the centralized one. So offer them that. And since if customer says it runs on gas, it's a gas ducted heater, then yes, offer them the $6,000 plus GST. But if customer says I have a ducted system, but it's an electric, they have an electric, ducted heater. In such cases, the price that we have to for them is $3,000 plus GST. Okay, is this clear, Nasralis? Or
Yes.
still confused? So don't get confused with the $6,000 and $3,000 prices we have for the customer. Okay, we offer the 3,000 only if customer existing heater is, it runs on electric, or only if they have electric ducted heaters, then only we offer them $3,000 plus GST. If customer's existing heater is a ducted gas heater, then yes, we'll offer them $6,000 plus GST. Okay, and we will offer them this price only if they're looking for below 8 vents or below 8 vents. Then yes, we can install the reverse cycle air conditioner by this rate, $6,000 plus GST. But if it's a big house, and they want more than 8 vents, then of course they have to pay. What's the extra charge they have to pay? If customer wants to install the AC for more than 8 vents, Nasrali's question still remains for you. What extra charges customer have to pay? Let's say they want to install AC for 10 vents.
For this, I think the customer have to pay the 6,000 plus GST.
The customer wants to install AC in 10 ducts, 10 vents. So you offer them 6,000 Is that what you said?
That is what I'm assuming. Yeah.
Okay. You do understand that the $6,000 we have, the package of $6,000 plus GST we have, that will cover only 8 vents, right? We can replace only 8 vents, and we charge them $6,000 plus GST. But customer wants 10 vents. So what about the other 2 vents?
Okay, so we have to add another $2,000. It's gonna be $8,000 plus GST.
Why would we add $2,000? We're talking
Because
about the
of two
vents. We're not
extra
talking about
vent.
the
Because
extra
of two
vents.
extra vent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's covered only for 8 vents, so customer want to install 10, so the extra 2, so customer have to pay for the extra 2 because it's not covered under $6,000. Yeah,
So from where
so
this
this will come to
$2,000 come in the picture? The $2,000, I mean, where is this price coming from for the extra 2? You again, you're confused there. I know you said $2,000 extra. I know whatever you said is right, that they have to pay for the extra 2 vents. That is correct. But the amount is incorrect. We are taking the amount for the multi-split air conditioner. Because if we are offering the multi-split, multi-split system, we charge them $1,000 for each of the AC, for each of the multi-split, for each of the split system. So you're taking the price for that. But right now we're talking about the ducted systems, where we are going to replace it with a reverse cycle, the centralized AC, not the individual air conditioner, not the individual split system. We're not talking about that. Here we're talking about the centralized AC, the reverse cycle centralized AC, and where we charge them $6,000 plus GST. But like you have said, for this price, we will be able to replace or install the AC for only 8 vents. Now customer's requirement is 2 vents. Yeah,
Can I
Priyanka.
say,
Please.
is it like $250 for each vent, the extra for 2 vent?
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, so Nazralis, don't mix up with the 2 products. If you're offering the multi-split system, offer that. Do not mix and match with the reverse cycle and the multi-split system. Okay.
So what's the price again for this extra?
If we're talking about vents, okay, we're talking about vents here, the ducts, the vents. So if they want extra vents, they have to pay $250 plus GST. So the pricing are all excluding GST. Whenever you mention any price to the customer, make sure to mention that it's it's excluding GST. So they need to add 10% GST with all the pricings that we are offering to them. So for the extra 2 vents, it's gonna cost them $500 plus GST in total, because one extra vent is going to cost them $250. Okay.
So I have a question here. So total, if it is for 10 rooms or 10 vents, how much it will be?
6,000 plus. How many extra he wants? 2 extra vents, right? So how many are we charging for?
6,500.
That's correct.
Right?
So $6,500 plus GST.
All right, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anuradha, are you following the discussion, whatever discussion is going on right now?
Yes.
Okay. Now the question might be directed to someone, but if any of you, the rest of you, if you guys have any doubts or any question, related to that, don't hesitate to pop in, and raise your question. Okay. So that's about the vents. Do not get confused. When we talk about extra vents or when we are talking about ducts or vents, either word, either term you can use. It's just the same thing, different terminology. So when we're talking about the vents, or let me put it this way: if customer have a ducted system, it's important that we need to know whether that ducted heater, whether the ducted heater they have, whether it's a gas or electric, because we have two different pricing for both, right? Two different pricing in the sense, if they have a ducted heater which runs on gas, it's going to cost them $6,000. If they have a ducted heater which runs on electric, so one is gas ducted heater, the other one is electric ducted heater. If they have a gas ducted heater, it's going to cost them $6,000. That is if they want to install the reverse cycle air conditioner. It's going to cost them $6,000. If they have electric ducted heaters and they want to replace it with our reverse cycle centralized air conditioner, we will quote the price of $3,000 to them, because their existing heater is an electric system. Is this part clear to all of you? Or
Yes.
do you want me to repeat?
Yes.
Okay. Satya, all clear?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me what I just said. Can you repeat that, Satya? Can you repeat what I just said?
Now, yeah, till now we have spoken about ducts, like what is the extra cost each duct will cost, like apart from the 8 ducts we are providing. Yeah, so actually she got a bit confused, and 2000 instead of $250, she told it's $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Can you okay, let's do it this way.
Sure.
Just explain to everyone, explain to us about what kind of systems, what kind of heaters we are replacing, and what system do we have, what type of air conditioner do we have, and when do we offer which air conditioner.
Okay. Let's say from the starting, if we say there are two conditions which we cannot go forward: plug-in heaters and evaporator heaters, kind of thing. These two we cannot go forward with the customer. Apart from that, if the customer have hardwired heaters or gas heaters or electric heaters, we can go forward with them. So what we can offer them is multi-head air-con, like multi-head air-con with a split and the central. So if the customer, for example, don't have a ducted system, so they have only split system, they want to go for that itself. For each head, we will cost 1,000. If they want to increase the heads, they could. It will be like 1,000 each plus GST. For example, if the customer already have ducts everywhere, so they want to go for that centralized duct system, so it will be, if it is a gas, it will be 6,000 for 8 ducts. So for each duct they want to add on, it will be 250 for each, which all excluding GST we are talking right now. For example, if they already have an electric heater system with ducts, So for 8 ducts, we can go for 3,000, like excluding GST, as I said. So, but depending on the customer view, like what they're expecting, if we come to know that they are really going under budget, or they are not like okay with the budget, but they want it to be sleek look and all we spoken yesterday. Depending on that, we need to quote the budget. Otherwise, it will be a bit misunderstanding. The customer might think it's high cost and they might lose the thing. We all might lose a customer, that kind of a thing.
Okay, fair
Yes.
enough. Fair enough. I mean, I'm okay with whatever you explained. So the rest of you, are you guys good? It's like she literally, did a revision of what we just discussed just few minutes back. Okay, so now you will need, see, here's the thing. When you are, let's say we pitch for hot water system, and customer is eligible, customer wants to proceed with the with the hot water system replacement. So you are qualifying the customer for the hot water system. All good, everything went good. Customer is okay with the pricing. All right, you're towards the end of the script regarding hot water system, and then after you told them about the 10% payment and the DSS services and everything, you will also try to pitch for the air conditioner. Okay, so now what you need to understand here is that you have already qualified the customer for the hot water system. So in such case, you can if customer is in a hurry, because if you start talking about the air conditioner in detail, the call duration might become very long, and some customer might think that well, I'm running out of time, or I have to go somewhere, I have a doctor appointment, I have to go there, blah blah blah, if they don't want to stay on the phone for a very long time. So in such cases, just try to collect the basic information about the air conditioner, right? So okay, so by the time you have qualified the customer for the hot water system, you will already know the customer name, right? So let's say customer's name is Margaret. So okay, sorry, I'm sorry, Margaret, I'm not going to take much of your time now, so I'll be very quick on this. I just wanted to make you aware, or I just want to let you inform you that we are also providing the air conditioners in addition to the hot water system. So I just needed to know if you're using any heating or cooling device in your property. If customers say yes, I have heaters, I'm using heaters. Okay, that's good. So we're replacing the heaters, with air conditioner, which will provide you both heating and cooling as well, unlike the heaters that you're using right now, because it's only it's only giving you heat. It's only used for heating the room. But for the air conditioner we're providing, it's going to provide you both heating and cooling functions, or both heating and cooling. All right, so that's what we are replacing with. So I'll be very quick. Just need to know if the heater you're using runs on gas or electric, or what kind of heater do you have? Is it gas heater or electric heater? So collecting the basic information. Depends on the customer response. If customer say it's gas, no, I have gas heaters. Okay. Is it ducted or non-ducted system? To collect this basic information, right? And then it's non-ducted. Okay, that's brilliant. So what we'll do is, since you have you have an appointment, you have to go somewhere. So what I'll do is, when the assessor visits you to discuss about the hot water system upgrade, they will also discuss with you about the air conditioner in detail. So if you are, if it feels right for you, then you can go ahead and upgrade your heater as well. Upgrade your heater along with the hot water system. So if customer is in a hurry, because that's what's what's happening half of the time. When you discuss with customers about the hot water system, you qualify the customer with hot water system. They don't want to stay very long on the phone with you. So they'll come up with any excuses, saying that I'm in a rush, or I have to go, I have a doctor appointment, whatever. Okay, so in such scenario, just try to collect the basic information. Just try to understand if customer have heaters. Yes, if they have heaters, which is good, and whether it's gas or electric heater, whether it's ducted or non-ducted. So this basic information collected from the customer, and just let the customer know that when the assessor visits to discuss about the hot water system, they will also um, discuss about the air conditioner with you. So we are preparing the customer by telling them this, by giving them a heads up. We are preparing the customer, um, or making the customer aware that the assessor is going to talk about the hot water system as well as the air conditioner. So we are opening a way for the assessor, so that the customer will not be, the customer's reaction would not be like, well, no one told me about the air conditioner, right? It should not be that kind of reaction that the assessor will be getting when they visit the customer property. Okay, so if in such cases, in such call scenario, when customer is in a hurry, and when you have already qualified the customer for one product, you depending on the situation, you can continue getting more information and giving them the pricing, or you can leave the pricing out, like I said, depending on the situation of the call, and you just collect the basic information and leave a note for the assessor that customer, after you mention that yes, customer is willing to go ahead and upgrade the hot water system. Customer also have a gas heater, a non-ducted gas heater, and since she was in a hurry, so couldn't discuss the pricing about the air conditioners, mention that the assessor will be aware of the fact that the lead generator has talked about the air conditioner as well, and from there they will take it from there. Once they reach the property, once they're through with the hot water system, he will also discuss about the air conditioner with the customer. Now, whether customer will end up buying or not buying, that we will come to know after the assessor completes the assessment. But we have to make sure that we inform the customer that along with the hot water system discussion, the air conditioner discussion is going to happen when the assessor visits. Okay, is this clear to all of you, what I'm trying to say here? Now I'm saying this based from the lead generation point of view. Okay, when you're actually going on live call and talking to customer. Now another call scenario is when customer is not qualified for the hot water system. In that situation, you need to talk about the air conditioner upgrade in detail. All right, because that this customer is not qualified for the hot water system. Customer already upgraded the heat pump, no longer qualified. So I need to close the deal with air conditioner. That's what your your mindset should be. So with that kind of mindset, you start talking about, acknowledge the fact that they have already upgraded the heat pump. Tell them that it's a good decision that you made, by upgrading by getting rid of your old system and getting the energy efficient heat pump. So so Mr. Smith, I also would like to um, let you know that under the same initiative program, under the same energy efficiency program, we are also providing air conditioners. So if you have any heating system, heating device, or if you have any heaters installed in your property, we can go ahead and replace them with air conditioners, which will provide you both heating and cooling, unlike the heaters that you have. So pitch, transition your script to the air conditioner. And if customers say yes, I have heaters, then you move on. You have to go in detail. So the basic questions remains the same. That's brilliant. So what may I know? What kind of heater is it? Does it runs on gas or electric? Wait for customer response. Accordingly, you take it forward. If they say electric, oh, that's brilliant. Is it ducted or non-ducted? Say yeah, it's ducted. It's centralized. It's ducted. Okay, so let me confirm this. This device you have, the ducted heaters. It only heats the room, right? It provides only heating, not cooling. So confirm with customer again. Yeah, customer say yeah. It's only for heating purpose. Brilliant. Okay, so now here's what I want to let you know. We right now we're offering. I mean, we have two type of air conditioner. One is the split system where we install the air conditioner individually, like in each room. All right, and the other one is the centralized one. It's called the reverse cycle central system. So it's the centralized AC, right? So may I know for how many rooms you would like to install the air conditioner? So you collect you take the information about the customer existing product, what kind of system they have. Right after that, you let them know that we have these two types of air conditioner we are replacing with. Now you ask, in order to quote the price, you need to get more information, right? So for how many rooms you're looking for a replacement? You're looking to install the air conditioner, or for how many rooms would you like to go ahead and install the air conditioner? So depending on the room, depending on the number of rooms customer prefer. Customers say, no, I just need it in 2 rooms, or I just need it in 3 rooms. Okay, not a problem. Go ahead and offer them the multi split system, which costs then $1,000 per head or per air conditioner. If customers say, well, it's a huge house, we have it's a huge house, we have like 10 rooms, 8 rooms, whatever it be. Okay, so would you if that's the case, I would suggest you go ahead with the centralized one. May I know how many vents are there right now? Go ahead and ask the number of vents. If customers say it's 8 vents in total. Okay, brilliant. So what I would suggest you is, since you already have a centralized, ducted system, and you're getting the heat from the vents, would suggest I would suggest you to replace it with the reverse cycle air conditioner, wherein you will get the heating as well as cooling from all the 8 vents that you currently have installed. Does that sound okay to you? Customer, yeah, well, that sounds okay. Right, so for installing that reverse cycle air conditioner, it's going to cost you $6,000 plus GST. And then that's how you take the conversation, right? And the kind of conversation that you'll be having with the customer should be a free flow conversation. It should be like two-way conversation. It shouldn't be like it's only you who is talking to the customer, it should not be only you who is giving out information after information. All right, it has to be like, when you have a casual conversation with your friend, it has to be sound like a conversation, actual conversation. And when does a conversation happen? When it becomes two ways, right? When if you're talking to someone, forget about customer. If you're talking to someone, if you're the only one talking and not the other person, that's not called a conversation. It's just one-way conversation, because you are the only one who is talking. All right, so it should not be that way. It should be you should not be sounding like you're selling the product to the customer. I know we're selling the product. Actually, we're selling the products, but it should be more like, it should sound more like a conversation. So what do you think about this? Like asking for the customer's opinion, waiting for the customer's acknowledgement. That's how I want all of you guys to to take the call when you guys go live. Okay, so my point here is depending on the depending on customers eligibility, we have the option to sell two products here. So depending on the customer's eligibility, go for it. Go for which product to pitch for. Well, now you guys know everything, with what you guys need to know. So depending on the call situation, depending on customers eligibility, you need to understand what to say, what to pitch, when to pitch. Okay, so if customer, so that is the second type of call scenario. What first type, like I said, first type is when customer is qualified for the hot water system. You did your job, you did your part, qualifying the customer till the end of the script, whatever is there, and then you also start pitching about the air conditioner, but customer is not really, is not showing that much interest, or customer is in a hurry and wants to end the call. In such situation, just try to collect the basic information and let the customer be aware that when the assessor visits, to talk about the hot water system, they will also be talking about the air conditioner in detail, and then you end the call. First type of call scenario. Second type is customer already upgraded the hot water system to heat pump, no longer eligible. Here we will not take a shortcut for such kind of call situation. Here you will be talking to the customer in detail, only focusing on the air conditioner. Okay, and you will generate the leads for air conditioner. Third scenario is when customer are eligible to get both the products, and customer is willing to listen to you. So in such cases, the call duration will go on. It will become lengthier, but it's best to as long as customer is willing to be on the line, on the phone with you, qualify in detail for both the products. Okay. Fourth situation is call scenario. Call type is customer might be eligible for both the products, but they're not interested in upgrading their heater. They're not interested in getting the air conditioner, right? But make sure that you at least qualify the customer for the hot water system, or vice versa. Customer doesn't want hot water system. They're just interested in the air conditioner. Go for it. But since it's confirmed that customer is looking for only one product, try to be more detailed, getting all the information, giving them the quotation, and so on. And the 10% payment applies for the air conditioner as well. Okay, so irrespective of which product customer is willing to proceed, they need to pay the 10% amount advance payment or the booking payment. So this applies for both the product. Okay. So those will be different call scenarios that you guys will be facing once you guys go live. So you need to be proactive. You need to be prepared to handle or to tackle any type of call situations that you guys will be facing. It's 9 o'clock right now, so let's take a break. We'll resume at 9:20, and yeah, we'll talk more about different scenarios which you guys will likely be facing once you guys go live. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So be back at 9:20. Just don't leave the meeting room as usual. Just let's follow the same drill.
Yeah.
9:20, right?